Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well and enjoying the beginning of your summer. Um, let's work on our necks today. Stretching our necks. Sometimes we do too much looking at the computer and keeping our heads in the same place for a really long time. Or sometimes you might be writing or reading, or just give yourself that stiff neck that is a little bit too much. So let's just start sitting comfortably and we'll do some twisting. So often we do standing twist. Today we're going to do a sitting twist and with resistance. So I'm loosening up my middle back, lower back, upper back. Remembering to breathe. We can do some just general twisting. Then our hips really are stable. So if you're stretching with me this morning, or if you're waiting till later in the day to check in, I hope that you will enjoy a really nice stretch and that your heart and your insides can be loose and free and happy, especially that we're working on our outsides, our foundation, our skeleton. Just a few twists can feel it loosen up in the hips. Let's take the head up and over and up and over. Just kind of a long count into stretching our necks side to side. And hopefully you start feeling a greater range of motion over the short time that we're working into each side. I do have one side that is tighter than the other, down low in my shoulder, and the other side is tighter up closer to my ear. So I am hoping for increased range of motion on both sides as I work. Each side gets a little different application or focus. I'm stretching into it just a little longer. It would be nice if we had a two-way communication going here, wouldn't it? I could ask you some questions, you could ask me some. So I will ask some questions. Where are you feeling tightness? And what can we do to help improve that? As I feel increased range of motion now, you can make sure your hands are where you feel comfortable. Okay, bring your head straight up to the top. Stretch up long, long, long. Sits bones stretch down into the floor. Legs are comfortable. Back is straight. Lift, lift, lift. Right up out of the top of your head. Stretching tall, shoulders drop down. Let's bring our shoulders up and down. Up. Can you feel in there? Do you need that? Okay, alternating shoulders. That gives a different twist, a real flat, plain twist, up and down in your middle back or upper back, wherever you're feeling it. Remember to breathe. We'll get back to sides and down. Okay, let's look right, look left. Looking side to side. Warming up the joint that is your neck, the multiple joints in your neck. Reaching around to your comfort level right at first. Trying to get around to a maximum. So you're hitting those edges, side to side. Okay, stretch it out, stretch the timing out just a little longer so you're looking on each side a little bit longer. Stretching in there. Okay, lengthen it out just a little more. Maybe a full second, maybe a little more. Comfortable legs. Are you feeling increased range of motion? Can you look just a little farther? It's by specks and bits. Certainly not by centimeters or inches or anything. Just each time, just a little bit farther. If your hips are not comfortable, shift your posture, not the strength of your back, but put your legs in a different place, either straight out in front of you, or just shift a little bit so you can get some relief if there's discomfort. Can you feel that? Okay, bring your head right to front. Straight to front here. Bring your chin down gently and up. Just nice and slow here. Hands where you feel comfortable. So when you have an activity or a position that you sit in for a long time, maybe you stand too much. When you stand all day, our backs get extra pressure on them. When you sit, we hunch just a little bit. To get some relief, we want to do the opposite, or something different that will counteract the stretch that we are, or the pressure that we're putting on a joint or an angle. Okay, increase the time looking down. Increase the time looking up. So I don't want to crimp the back of my neck, crunch it down in. I'm lifting through my chest. My neck is extending and lifting my chin, curving up and over instead of crunching into my neck. Lifting up and out. Just a little longer still. Chin down and up. Keep the stretch how you feel like you need it. And up. Coming to center. Let's bring our shoulders up again and down. Doing something different. A change is as good as a rest. Oh, and I need to change my legs. Just give myself some relief in the hips. Shoulders up. I want your legs to be soft, not gripping hard or anything, but just relaxed. Holding yourself up, but relax. Let's alternate shoulders. Okay, let's increase our stretch to the side by coming up and over and switch. Nice support on the floor with the hand that is down, but stretching up and over with your high hands, increasing range of motion. So it's really difficult to isolate one part of your body. If you're going to do something good for your body, it's probably going to affect several parts. So here we are, we're working on our neck, but we're also stretching our sides, our hips. Breathing is always good for us. An increased rate of breathing and moving more air because we're working our muscles is really good for our hearts and our circulatory system. So inside, outside, we're doing good stuff for ourselves. Okay, let's take our head to the side and gently hit some angles as we make a big smile shape with the top of our head. Coming up to an extra stretch on the edge. So going just a little bit farther than right beside you. Stretching into that back angle. Gently and reach. I can feel my balance adjusting for me as I'm going around. I think that's perfect. So my torso is reacting to that smiley stretch. Stretch back into that corner just a little bit. And one more time over and around. Stretch up and back into this corner. So if this is a stretch that helps you find the spots that are giving you trouble, hang out here for a little while. Give some extra attention to these muscles that need either to warm up, release. Okay, from this angle, I'm going to twist gently. My chin is adjusting, getting some new angles. Sort of driving around gently. Okay, roll around the other side. Keep the support that you need and shift. Hit some new angles here. Find a spot that is giving you resistance, giving you trouble. Release into it. Give it a little extra pressure and message from you. Hey, you're working too hard. You can let go. Don't stay in a spasm. speaking to your muscles. They're speaking to you and telling you that they are stiff, sore, and tired. Once again, you can get the soft pads of your fingers into those muscles that are giving you most resistance. Give them some TLC in there. Okay, coming up. From here, let's stretch, twist, pull your spine up long, and curl around. And the other side. I hope you feel some gleeful joy in being able to reach around farther, increasing your range of motion. And switch. Our bodies have natural, happy responses. We release endorphins when we exercise and stretch that actually do help us to feel happy. Do you feel happy? Stretching and exercise will help. Nothing wrong with a little more happy. Okay, leaning, keeping your torso up, stretch forward. Trying to keep my back straight from my hips up to the top of my head. Let me shift and turn just a little bit so I'm straight. I'm just going to lean everything forward. Keeping support with my hands. Lifting my abdominals. I can't believe we got 15 minutes into a stretching video and that's the first time I said lift your abdominals. I was doing it, I just forgot to remind you. Hopefully you were feeling the lift of those abdominals as well. Okay, my legs are soft. I'm not gripping and holding. That would look like too much. So I want to just keep it straight. Let's come up to straight posture. Lean forward again. Can you feel anything in your hips? Is there any burning in there? This time stretch forward and then curl your head over and around. Continue to lift your abdominals. But everything's going to curl over on top of that arch. Lifting up and over your abdominals. As you exhale, release all of your muscle hold so that gravity is holding you at your maximum. Stretching up and over. If you get to a spot where you feel a burn in your muscles, breathe through it. Try to hang out through it. At the end, something should release. Lift your abdominals. That's the only part that's working specifically. Feel for a new burn. You can hang out there as long as you want. For the sake of time, let's bring it up gently. This time I want us to reach our hands back behind. Now we're going to do something opposite. We're going to lift, open up through the chest, curving up and over and around. So this is not anything super extreme. Soft knees, Stretching up and over to the comfort level of your shoulders. Find some way to have some support as you lean back, coming up straight to the top. It might be that your hands are here. Maybe grab under your thighs and lift. Can you feel the opposite pull? So I've got across my chest, my back, lift and up. I do like a little support behind me. Lift, lift, lift. Okay, coming up, because our necks don't like going back there. We don't strengthen those muscles enough. Let's do it again. Stretch back. I know that one of the responses to all of our hunching forward is a real curve of that back as you age and get older. You can counteract that now at any age that you are by doing something in the opposite. Here, laying on your back and lifting your hips. Helps strengthen. We have to be strong to hold our bodies up. Lifting those hips. Another couple ways are to use a foam roller and actually stretch out over the back, and it takes a little bit. You can stretch out. You can lay on the edge of a couch or your bed if you don't have a foam roller, so that you want to increase the angle of your head and neck going backwards just by mere specks and bits. Stretching up and over, hitting several angles. Even just coming to a place here and stretching up and over. Doing the opposite of the thing that is giving you pain. Okay. Let's do one more stretch to the side. Reaching up and over. Reaching up and over, so we've increased our range of motion by the little things that we've done today. Up and over. Up and over. I still feel the little ticks as my muscles are releasing. Good job. Okay, one nice big hug for yourself. C-curve in that back. We've given it lots of workout. Stretch up and over with both arms. Take some time. Stretching forward. And side. Take what you've learned today. Make sure you're doing a little bit of stretching every day. And I hope that you have a wonderful day.